The Steps Hip Spica Care DVD is made for parents and carers of children in hip spica cast. They are a series of mini videos which cover aspects of looking after a child in a cast. The videos are examples of how real families coped with everyday tasks of looking after a child in a hip spica. They are not meant to be fully comprehensive and cannot tell you everything you will need to know about hip spica care, but hopefully they will reassure you that solutions can be found to many practical problems. Remember that it is best to contact your healthcare professional if you have a problem you cannot solve. Parents, carers and healthcare professionals have reviewed these videos.
This is what I have for Lily for changing her nappies. Obviously wipes, nappy sacks. There's 2 different sizes of nappy. A smaller one for the inside, which generally you find once the child's in the pasta you can work out which one you can use, and again the outer one is a larger one. I tend to use a nappy that holds more water really for the daytime, just because you want it to hold as much as you can when it's smaller, and then it doesn't really matter about the outer one. I also use different creams. I tend to use a different cream for the day and the night. I tend to use a bit more of a barrier cream for the night time, just to make sure that, because she's obviously in the nappy for a long time, that she's going to be well protected. And then I also use some Vaseline or like petroleum jelly for in her groin area and the creases, just so that she doesn't get sore. It's probably best just to check with the hospital that they're happy for you to use any creams. To show everybody how we change your nappy. Now, I think we're quite lucky with Lily in the fact that she's set quite wide, so it's quite easy to change a nappy. But I'm under no illusions that there are plasters out there that are a lot harder than this. So first of all, take the old nappy out. Clean in all the crease. I make sure I go up into the groin area, just because you get lots of bits of food that she's posted down that seems to travel down into there. Very good clean. And then with the other nappy, the easiest way that I find is to take off the little tabs, just because it tends to fit in a lot better without giving too much bulk. And I'm quite fortunate in the fact that I can have quite normal sized nappies. When she first went into plaster, we used newborn ones which just didn't seem to hold as much urine as the bigger ones, but we're quite lucky that we can fit these in. And then we tuck it all in. I tend to leave it a little bit lower at the front, because obviously she's on her back most of the time and you want it to go as high up the back as you can so that it catches all the way. Hey. There you go. Now then, I'm just going to flip Lily over onto her front. Are you going over? Over we go. There we go. Want to play with those? Which is the bit she doesn't particularly like. Well, how about that? There. Let's play with that. And pull the old nappy out of here. And then again, I try and clean as high up as I can, because when she's laid on her back, the wee does tend to go quite far up. Just pop a little bit of cream on. This is one of the major things I find a problem with, is getting sore, because obviously she's stuck in a nappy. It's not like with a baby where you can just leave them out of the nappy. She tends to be in a nappy most of the time and can just get a bit sorer. And then try and tuck the nappy as high up as I can, just to make sure it doesn't get onto the inside of the plaster. And again, I'm lucky with Lily in the fact that I can get my hand down the back to get it nice and flat so it's not digging in. And then with the top nappy over the top. Now this plaster's been changed recently. It's a lot more slippy than the other one was, so I'm just getting used to flipping her back over with it and trying to hold it all in place. So I'm just going to flip her back over. There you go, Martha. There you go. And then once you've got it over, it's just dead easy. Just pop your nappy on as normal. The nappy on the outside is obviously a lot bigger than a normal nappy. I think this is one is a size 5. Obviously there's different nappies, but a different nappy just to cover over. And then that's it. Quite easy really, once you get used to it. Very daunting to start with, but not so bad when you get going with it. And that's it. Isn't it all done?
Here's Nappy. So she's got a dirty nappy, so she's wiping all the poo out of the way. She. Amelia's fortunate, we've got quite a big hole here to actually be able to clean out. Some of the hip spikers are quite narrow and there's not a lot of room. Amelia's got quite a lot of room there. So when I'm cleaning this, you've got a couple of creases there that you just have to be careful of and they don't get sore, which is a bit of a wriggler, and she knows that she turns over now. If you get right down there, you can actually get to clean right inside. Give her a dry. This plaster is on its last legs. It's going to be changed later on today.
I think I'm quite lucky in the fact that Lily's plaster is actually set quite wide. I think some can be more of an A in the fact that the nappies are quite easy, a lot easier to change in the fact you can fit a normal nappy in. Some people I believe have to cut bits and things, but it's quite fortunate for Lily that we can tuck normal nappies into there.
Remember, you are not alone. When you want information, advice and support, our helpline team are here to help you. No matter how big or small your concern, please email or telephone our helpline. Get instant access to information 24 hours a day via our website, where you can download our advice leaflets. You can also visit our online chat forum, which provides a fantastic resource of helpful tips and practical advice written by parents who are coping with a child affected by hip dysplasia.